you think we'll ever have a gay rapper?
I believe there are some gay rappers that just ain't came out the closet.
Well, then we don't know that they're gay. Do you think if you think a big rap would have to be a big star to come out?
Well, Frank Ocean came out as an R&B singer, you know, and he was big. He was on the incline, and, you know, a lot of people accepted him and appreciated him for being, you know, a stand-up guy.
It appears that Snoop Dogg may have inadvertently revealed some intriguing information about Diddy's alleged dubious activities, and none other than his wife, Shantae Broadus, is backing him up. What exactly did they divulge? Shantae has stood by Snoop through every high and low, and in 2021, she stepped up to manage his career. Her unwavering support has been instrumental in keeping Snoop at the pinnacle of his career in the fiercely competitive music industry. Their relationship is the envy of many, and for good reason. They have navigated the tumultuous waves of fame together, emerging stronger each time. Snoop has often praised Shantae, calling her his rock, the one who keeps him anchored amidst the whirlwind of celebrity life. When it comes to the chaos of Hollywood, Snoop hasn't hesitated to reveal his experiences, exposing the industry's darker side and the shady dealings that typically remain hidden from public view. Through it all, Shantae has stood by him, supporting his claims and bolstering his evidence. In a recently resurfaced video, we came to know how Shantae intervened to save Snoop Dogg from becoming entangled in Diddy's bizarre and extravagant parties. It came to light that everyone present respected Shantae's choice to extract her husband from that environment. Today, both Snoop and Shantae share a common perspective. Hollywood's dazzling exterior often conceals a world rife with drama and deception. Snoop has reinforced Cat Williams' warnings about certain influential figures in the industry, suggesting that their extravagant parties might have hidden agendas. Despite these insinuations, Snoop and Shantae have stood firm together, facing Hollywood's challenges head-on. They have weathered the storms of rumors and scandals, emerging stronger with a relationship grounded in trust and mutual respect. Meanwhile, Diddy's reputation appears to be suffering as lawsuits mount and allegations continue to surface, making the whispers of misconduct harder to dismiss. If Cat Williams' statements hold any truth, the rumors might indeed be credible. Yet, amidst all the chaos, Snoop and Shantae remain focused on what truly matters: each other. Numerous celebrities have come forward to share their experiences with Diddy in Hollywood, making it unsurprising that such accusations have surfaced. These allegations often come from individuals who have bravely addressed various injustices, providing substantial evidence to back their claims. However, many have been silenced by Diddy, who seeks to protect his reputation from further damage. The consistent testimonies from those who have spoken out bolster the credibility of these allegations, reinforcing the belief that there is truth to these claims. Even high-profile rappers like 50 Cent haven't escaped Diddy's influence, and many believe Snoop Dogg has also been targeted during his time in Hollywood. Throughout the ups and downs of their strained marriage and her own health struggles, Snoop's wife, Shantae, has steadfastly supported him.
And this is shit that goes on. But this is a little fruit pie. It's a fruit pie. It's a fruit pie. Trust me. You see these little weird ass pictures and shit like that out there. I'm just sitting out there for no reason. Like, you don't see accident pictures with me like kissing it. Like that doesn't happen.
Despite the negative influence of Diddy in Hollywood, Shantae chose to stand by Snoop. She has faced numerous challenges, including when Snoop was arrested on a possession charge, resulting in several years of legal battles and incarceration. Despite these hardships, Shantae remained by his side, enduring much as Snoop seemed to be heading into a darker and more dangerous world. In 1990, Snoop Dogg teamed up with Dogg and Warren G to form a group named 213. Despite Warren's attempts to get his stepbrother, Dr. Dre, to listen to their demo, Dre showed little interest initially. However, Warren managed to sneak a 213 demo tape into the player at a friend's bachelor party attended by Dre, which changed everything. Intrigued by what he heard, Dre invited the group to his studio and began mentoring them. Snoop then moved to Hollywood to launch his career, and his relaxed style quickly won over hip-hop fans. He was signed to Death Row Records, with Shantae overseeing the early stages of his career. Snoop's breakthrough came with his feature on the album Asterisk, Deep Cover Asterisk, and his standout contributions to Dr. Dre's legendary 1992 album, Asterisk, The Chronic Asterisk. Snoop Dogg's debut album, Doggy Style, skyrocketed to the top of the charts, debuting at #1 and achieving 7 times platinum status by 1994. That same year, Snoop and his partner Shantae welcomed their first son, Cord. Snoop's final album under Death Row Records, Thaw Dog Father, dropped in 1996, gaining moderate success and featuring collaborations with artists such as Charlie Wilson. In February 1997, Snoop and Shantae celebrated the birth of their second son, Cordell, and later that year, they got married. However, Lori Holmond, who had been in a relationship with Snoop since their high school days, revealed to Star magazine that she was unaware of his marriage to Shantae until she heard about it on the radio. Lori recounted that Calvin told her she wouldn't understand, and he was right. She wanted nothing to do with him. Despite Snoop's marriage to Shantae, he and Lori met one last time, leading to Lori's unexpected pregnancy. This news was a shock for Shantae, as Snoop had allegedly been unfaithful to her. When Lori gave birth in 1998, Snoop was reportedly at the hospital, and they welcomed their son Julian into the world. Snoop struggled with how to inform Shantae, but ensured he took financial responsibility for Julian. In the wake of Tupac and Biggie's tragic deaths amidst the East Coast-West Coast feud, Snoop chose to abandon that lifestyle. He left Death Row Records and signed with No Limit Records for a fresh start in 1999. Years after Shantae welcomed their daughter Corey into the world, Snoop crossed paths with Bishop Don Magic Juan, a renowned Chicago pimp who had transitioned into ministry. Their bond grew strong, leading Snoop deeper into the world of pimping. Recently, Instagram sensation Selena Powell made headlines by accusing Snoop Dogg of inappropriate behavior and unveiling private texts and messages. Powell even alleged that Snoop offered her a substantial sum to maintain silence. To add fuel to the fire, Powell threw shade at Snoop's wife on Instagram, drawing attention to their personal lives once again. Powell dropped a bombshell by hinting at a connection with Snoop Dogg, adding a laughing emoji for extra flair. This move was widely criticized as impolite and disrespectful, especially considering the backdrop of cheating allegations against Powell. In response, Snoop Dogg's wife took to Instagram, sharing enigmatic messages reflecting her sorrow and bewilderment. She openly pondered where their relationship had derailed and emphasized the importance of forgiveness and empathy in sustaining enduring bonds. Accompanying the sentiment was a caption, "My Endless Love." Snoop Dogg didn't miss the post and promptly expressed gratitude to his longtime partner, acknowledging her forgiveness and understanding. "Thank you for forgiving me and standing by me," he penned affectionately in the comments, sealing it with a declaration of eternal love. "Love you for life, my backbone." Shantae, in turn, replied simply with, "You're welcome." The journey of the couple who tied the knot in 1997 has been far from smooth. In 2004, their union hit turbulent waters when he initiated divorce proceedings, citing irreconcilable differences, which he later confessed were rooted in his own infidelities. "I cheated on her. That's the worst thing you could possibly do, lose somebody's trust who really loves you," he lamented. Despite the betrayal, a change of heart led to reconciliation, and 4 years later, they reaffirmed their commitment by renewing their vows in 2013. However, his past included darker chapters, as revealed in an interview with Rolling Stone magazine, where he admitted to engaging in pimping. Despite the scandalous revelation, Shantae stood steadfastly by his side until he resolved to leave that life behind. Snoop Dogg also sought forgiveness from Shantae in his heartfelt remix of Don't Be Mad at Me, featuring Freddie Gibbs. Through his lyrics, he openly acknowledges his errors, expressing deep regret and acknowledging the gravity of nearly losing his beloved queen due to indiscretions with someone undeserving. It's no mystery that Diddy's inner circle is facing scrutiny alongside him. In the latest legal battle filed on February 26th in a New York federal court, Rodney Jones Jr., aka Lil Rod, alleges that the renowned music tycoon coerced him into intimate encounters with employees and violated his personal space without consent. Jones paints a picture of a realm ruled by Combs, where wealth and influence reign supreme. He recounts feeling exploited and degraded, subjected to rituals, and swindled out of over $50,000 for his contributions to the Love album, dropped on September 15, 2023. During the span of a year and 2 months, while collaborating with Combs on the expansive Love album curated by multiple producers, Jones encountered various encounters with his de facto supervisor's celebrity acquaintances. However, not all of these encounters were smooth sailing. In a particular incident, Jones vividly recounts an uncomfortable encounter with Cuba Gooding Jr., during which Gooding Jr. inappropriately touched Jones's legs, upper inner thighs close to his groin area, the small of his back near his buttocks, and even his shoulders. In a déjà vu twist, Cuba finds himself retracing familiar steps from 2019. Then, a slew of women raised concerns about his conduct. Now, however, he's navigating uncharted waters as allegations come from a male accuser. June 2019 marked a turning point for Cuba when he faced legal woes following an altercation at a Times Square bar, accused of inappropriate behavior towards a woman. Yet the legal ordeal wasn't confined to one charge, another was added. Through a plea deal, he narrowly sidestepped incarceration. Thanks to the Adult Surviving Act, which also enabled Cassie to file a lawsuit against Diddy last November, 2 purported victims of Cuba have now retaliated with a new legal action. Concurrently, additional photos have surfaced depicting Cuba and Diddy partying together. With these latest allegations emerging, it raises questions about the connection between them. Notably, Gene Deal, Diddy's ex-bodyguard, has shed light on Cuba's proximity to Diddy. Gene Deal once shared an intriguing insight into Diddy's adventurous side, disclosing an instance where the mogul was rumored to have explored connections with other men. Among the names mentioned was the rising star Ja Rule. According to Gene's account, Ja Rule and Diddy disappeared into a hotel room for an extended period, with Gene positioned just outside, catching glimpses of their interactions. Despite interruptions, such as Ja Rule's cousin attempting to retrieve him, the duo seemed engrossed in their private rendezvous. When they eventually emerged, clad only in towels, it prompted further speculation and raised eyebrows, particularly from Ja Rule's cousin, who didn't shy away from calling out their unconventional antics. It appears that beneath Diddy's facade as a notorious ladies' man lies a surprising twist in his preferences. Despite his outward portrayal as a straight womanizer, whispers suggest that Diddy harbors a genuine fondness for men. While he doesn't broadcast this aspect of himself, he doesn't exactly hide it either, particularly at exclusive gatherings where he feels more comfortable expressing his true inclinations. Indeed, reports have surfaced of Diddy making advances toward male rappers, even those who clearly rebuff his romantic overtures. One such instance involves The Game, who found himself caught in Diddy's amorous pursuit despite his lack of interest. The curtain has lifted on how Diddy's actions left a mark on The Game's psyche when they collaborated a few years ago. Despite rolling with Diddy for a solid 2 years, the Bad Boy Entertainment honcho never ushered him into the studio to lay down a track. The Game, eager to showcase his talent, even offered up his demos to Diddy, only to have the mogul sidestep the conversation, opting instead for nights of revelry and club hopping. The saga of the rapper's life unfolded as he recounted how Diddy lavished him with luxury, splurging on Rolex watches and gleaming gold chains during their shopping sprees. Despite the rapper's persistent pleas, Diddy seemed more interested in jet-setting across the nation's metropolises, indulging in leisurely pursuits. This peculiar dynamic persisted for nearly 2 years, during which not a single note was recorded, much to the curiosity of fans. Speculation ran rife that the rapper harbored aspirations to join the ranks of Bad Boy Entertainment, given his constant companionship with Diddy. Expectations soared among fans when the dynamic duo, consisting of the sensational rapper Game and the renowned producer Diddy, hinted at a collaboration. However, those lofty aspirations fizzled into disappointment as Diddy's undisclosed agenda diverted him from joining forces in the studio with Game. While some may shrug at Diddy's personal pursuits, A growing concern lingers regarding his potential exploitation of both genders, as highlighted by one disillusioned fan. The issue is not with Diddy possibly being gay. It's the fact that there have been rumors for years that he uses his closeted status to take advantage of young men and women in the industry, promising things in exchange for favors. That is the issue. It's no surprise fans draw parallels, considering why Diddy would lavish the game with gifts when the aspiring artist's sole desire was a contract with Bad Boy Entertainment. The game was teeming with ambition, aware Diddy possessed the means to realize his aspirations. Allegedly, Diddy exploited his influence, seeking favors in return for extravagant parties and gifts. Rumors have long swirled about Diddy's alleged gatherings, where young men were introduced to a lavish lifestyle. Rapper Xzibit reminisced about a memorable incident from 2009 during an interview on Foxhole Radio. According to the Get Your Walk On artist, Diddy extended an invitation for him and former video vixen Karine Steffans to join him at a club. Upon arrival, they headed straight to the VIP section, only to find it deserted.
Right? I heard you tell a story before about how Puffy, he took you to a club before, and you seen a whole lot of men kissing, and you seen a whole lot of weird stuff going on. You know, you seen a whole lot of gay stuff going on. If you don't mind, man, what's the backstory behind that?
Man, I ain't gonna touch that shit, man. Fuck that shit.
Deciding to grab some drinks in the main lobby, they parted ways with Diddy as he tended to his own matters. Xzibit and Karine settled into some seats and grooved to the beats spun by the DJ. Suddenly, Karine gestured towards a corner where Xzibit spotted two men, then pointed to another corner where a solitary figure danced. These scenes caught Xzibit off guard, as he had never encountered such unexpected surprises in all his club experiences. Fans who tuned into that interview speculated that Diddy may have been attempting to seduce Xzibit. Why else would he extend an invitation to a club, especially considering Xzibit wasn't in dire need of a contract at the time? Their relationship was simply friendly, with Xzibit enjoying Diddy's company. Consequently, Diddy couldn't coerce him into anything he wasn't comfortable with. Moreover, Xzibit was financially stable, so Diddy's lavish gifts wouldn't sway him. This stood in stark contrast to the predicament the game found himself in. Surprisingly, whispers circulated suggesting that Diddy's attempts to lure prospects into intimate relationships weren't limited to Xzibit and the game. The grapevine hummed with claims that Diddy and Usher shared a closer bond, spending ample time together during Usher's rise to stardom under Diddy's mentorship at Bad Boy Entertainment. While neither celebrity openly acknowledged the rumors, a slip of the tongue by Diddy during a live session with Kevin Hart some years back hinted at a more intimate connection between him and Usher.
You live with P. Diddy, they call it flavor camp.
I'm in New York City and they was done and sunning me to death, bro. I was like, shouted, I don't know what you talking about. It was like laughing at me because I was Southern and they took me under their wing, you know what I'm saying?
Realizing his blunder, Kushner attempted to salvage the situation with the infamous Boondocks catchphrase, "Pause, no homo." Kevin Hart, hosting the event, was visibly taken aback by Diddy's slip, unable to hide his astonishment. Diddy, in a flustered attempt to rectify his error, worsened matters by claiming he and Usher used to engage in bed wrestling matches over Frosted Flakes. Amidst Kevin Hart's uncontrollable laughter at Diddy's gaffe, Diddy's face flushed crimson with embarrassment. Despite his desperate wish to retract his words, they had already escaped his lips. Within hours, the incident became tabloid fodder, with speculation rife that Diddy had inadvertently confirmed something about Usher. Subsequently, Usher himself confessed to the wild and raucous lifestyle he experienced while living with Diddy, citing endless parties and witnessing some rather eyebrow-raising activities, particularly unsuitable for a teenager. Usher's introduction to the world of music moguls began with a serendipitous encounter orchestrated by music executive La Reid. It was Reid's keen eye for talent that led him to recommend the young Usher to Diddy after witnessing the teenager's undeniable musical prowess. What was meant to be a brief meeting in New York turned into a year-long immersion in the celebrity lifestyle. Diddy, captivated by Usher's vocal abilities, took him under his wing, exposing him to the glitz and glamour of the industry at just 14 years old. During his time in New York, Usher's days were filled with both academic studies under the guidance of a tutor and star-studded encounters with icons like Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans, Craig Mack, and Notorious Big. Despite his youth, Usher quickly found himself embraced as the baby boo of the household, warmly welcomed by all. This unexpected journey not only shaped Usher's career, but also provided a glimpse into the extraordinary path that lay ahead. When questioned about Diddy's disciplinary style, Usher dismissed the notion, emphasizing that Diddy granted him the freedom to grow into manhood, even when he was just a youth. In Diddy's abode, regulations were scarce, affording Usher ample room for self-expression, yet financial support was strictly sufficient for essentials. However, when probed about sending his own children to live with Diddy, Usher vehemently declined, a response that raised eyebrows in the interview room.
Level, because I'm seeing him go from his independence to then becoming Puff Daddy, you know what I'm saying? And I got a front row seat looking at that. Like boot camp. Singing wasn't just like, oh, we gonna get out here and just jam and sing to girls. No, you gotta he was like putting us through straight boot camp.
Viewers of the interview were left pondering the mysteries of Usher's visit to Diddy's residence and the undisclosed experiences he wished to shield his children from. Speculations swirled, echoing rumors of Diddy's alleged coercion of Usher into a romantic entanglement, potentially leaving lasting scars. Tales circulated of lavish gifts and extravagant shopping excursions orchestrated by Diddy, perhaps as a means to ensnare Usher into a lifestyle of decadence. It's plausible that such unsettling encounters serve as the impetus behind Usher's reluctance to allow his children to partake in what was once dubbed Puffy's flavor camp. Certain followers speculate that Diddy exerted more than just influence over Usher, allegedly guiding him not only towards a non-traditional lifestyle, but also introducing him to mature companions and a lavish existence, all in pursuit of shedding his innocence. However, accusations extend beyond Usher, as Diddy has also faced claims of exploiting YK Osiris for personal gratification in the past. YK Osiris, a rising star in the realms of hip-hop and R&B, found himself entangled in the gossip mill, with whispers suggesting he was more than just a protege to American rapper Diddy. For those not acquainted with the term boy toy, it denotes a younger individual favored by older counterparts, often for companionship or pleasure. Allegations of romantic involvement between the two musicians began circulating in early 2021, purportedly sparked by sightings of them vacationing together in Jamaica, with Diddy reputedly footing the bill for the escapade. Speculation intensified when a user on Lipstick Alley shared tidbits about their alleged relationship, painting Osiris as Diddy's favored companion within certain social circles known for their sway in the industry. However, the fervor around their supposed romance dwindled come August of that year, as Diddy's name became linked with Caresha, effectively putting an end to the rumors. During their interview on The Breakfast Club, the hosts brought up past rumors about YK, but he simply laughed them off, expressing his indifference towards such stories. However, in a recent twist reminiscent of a Lil Rod case, allegations surfaced suggesting that Diddy's ex, Young Miami, might be involved with the hip-hop mogul.
So I tried to tell y'all that it was eventually going to come out with regards to Young Miami and her involvement in these freak-offs. Now in the new lawsuit, Young Miami is tied to Diddy. Yes.
According to Rodney Jones, it appears that Caresha played a role akin to Diddy's version of Ghislaine Maxwell, allegedly luring unsuspecting individuals into Diddy's fold. Jones contends that Young Miami was among those on Diddy's payroll, supposedly recruiting others and even enlisting some of her cousins to apply pressure on Jones regarding an alleged situation. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned and we will catch you in the next video.